So we will learn about how fold mountains are formed, right? Now before you understand this, I'll give you a very simple example. All of you must have tried this at your home. If you take a pillow, hold the pillow in both your hands, and from the two sides of your hands, the pillow is in the middle. Okay, you try to push the pillow towards the center. What will happen when you try to push the pillow towards the center? Everything start coming in the middle and gets accumulated, isn't it? Up and down, right? So please now you look at this diagram. It's written push on two corners, green color, and there's a earth surface. Now this green color push is the tension, the plates which is pushing towards itself. Now when this two green portion or the land, tension, pressure, plates are coming towards each other, what happens to the solid land surface? There you can see these ups and downs of different layers. Yes, so the ones which comes up, we call it anticline. Can you see these anticlines? Yes, so this is how anticlines are formed. These are the upfold rock strata. It is a arch-like shape. And can you see the down shape? Yes, the downfold is structure, or the roofs are synclines, right? So anticlines are called crest. They are upfolded, they are arch-shaped, and downfolded structure are called synclines. They are also known as roofs, right? So these trugs and crest are nothing but anticlines and synclines, right? Now this fold, can you see? Yes, up and down. That is the reason why these mountains are called fold mountains. So when a large scale earth movement takes place because of a lot of tension on the earth's crust, right? It may be because of expansion or contraction in some parts of the earth. Yes, these stress are caused by the weight of the overlying rocks. Understood? So it can be compressive forces, and it leads to wrinkling or folding along the line of weakness. So ultimately, because of this folding, it leads to rising of the folds, and we call it fold mountain. Now examples of fold mountain. In India, Himalayas are the examples of fold mountain, right? Beside that, Andes, Rockies, Alps, Atlas, Zagros, Elbrus, Kullu, all these are fold mountains. Understood? Now these fold mountains are very important. These recently formed fold mountains, or they are very high range. That means the height is very much. Okay, the peak is very on a very great height. Now if it is heighted, so there will be snow covered. That means there are glaciers. You must be knowing that the glaciers continuously melt, and it gives rise to rivers. These rivers have water all throughout the year. So heighted mountains are very important. These are fold mountains. Clear? Now basically you can see there were different lines, like these layers: orange, mud yellow, and the lighter shade of yellow. Can you see these lines? Yes, it indicates sedimentary rocks, right? So sedimentary rocks form due to deposition, consolidation of sediments. One such sedimentary rock mountain is Himalayas, because previously, now where there is Himalaya, previously there was a shallow sea called Tethys. Understood? But because the land from two areas had got a push, it led to the formation of mountain like Himalaya. So you can imagine that the two land surface came near, and these mountains are formed. Can you see the name anticlines written? In the same way, many mountains, hills, mountain range was there, up and down like these folds. Understood? And then the highest peak is referred to as anticlines. Clear? Next. There are two types of mountains, as we have seen. There are two types of mountain: old fold mountain and young fold mountain. Now in old fold mountain, are those mountains which are formed many years old. Many years ago they were formed. In India, we have Aravalis. It is in Rajasthan. So this Aravalis mountain is a very old fold mountain. Since these mountains are on the earth's surface since a very long time, they have been weathered and eroded. You remember we learned about erosion and weathering of the land surface. So what is happening? Slowly and slowly their height is reducing because of weathering, because of erosion. Right? In some of the old fold mountains, still some volcanic activities can be seen. Means in some there are evidences of volcanic activity still in them. And because of weathering and erosion, these old fold mountains have reduced in height. So now they become gentle slope, they have got rounded top and sculptured domes. Understood? This is all about old fold mountains. Just the reverse, new fold mountain. They have been recently formed. In India, the example is Himalayas. Other examples are Andes, Alps and Rockies. They have got very steep slopes, deep valleys. They've got very high peaks. The pointed peaks, sharp peaks, they are covered with snow. They've got a very tough terrain, rough terrain. Now what is rough terrain? A very rough sided, very steep sided slopes. And volcanic activities are common here in young fold mountains. Clear? Now we'll come to residual mountains. Can you follow this residual mountain? Yes. Now what does it residual mountain means? See, the dots give you the original height of the mountain. But after weathering, because of heavy rainfall, running water, wind, okay, because of all these glaciers, the height of the mountain has reduced. Understood? So we refer it to as residual mountains. Clear? You can understand what residual mountains are. So we also call it relict mountains. They are done by the agents in the nature, natural agents like wind, water, snow. Okay? They may be also formed on the plateaus. Okay? That are dissected by rivers. Like we have examples of hills and valleys in Deccan Plateau. Right? They are residual mountains. Many highlands, they are also cut down by the action of river. So they are referred to as residual mountain. So these residual mountains, we call them as relicts. We also call them as mountains of denudation. Now what does this mountain of denudation means? It means they are both gentle, right? They are gentle, and other examples of residual mountain in India is Nilgiri, Parasnath, Rajmahal Hills in India. In USA, Catskill Range is an example of residual mountain. Clear? So you can understand when we were talking about old fold mountain, those mountain height reduces because of erosion. Now can you understand how it reduces? Clear? So this is about old fold mountain. Now between these mountains, not the one which is residual old fold, but young mountain, high mountain ranges, yes, they may be formed in parallel. Those fold mountains, I repeat, fold mountains have got great height like Himalayas. They appear in range continuously. There will be a lot of ranges. Understood? Many ranges in the fold mountains, and these ranges may have plateau in between. Many mountains surrounded by plateau in between, inside it. Right? We call it intermountain plateau. You must have heard above India, above the Himalayas, there is a plateau of Tibet. This Tibetan plateau, or the roof of the world, is formed between many mountain ranges. It is known as intermountain plateau. Clear? Now, many times these fold mountains are associated with volcanic activities because they are active volcanoes. These young fold mountains are in the region of unstable portions of the earth. Understood? That is why these are young fold mountains, recently formed. Now, these fold mountains can also take place under the sea. Suppose two plates under the sea, they are folding, they're coming together, they're getting compression. So, because of the compressive force and because of the stress, what happens? There are folds on the surface. Some of the portion of the land come above water. If it comes above water, that is, it looks from the top of that land can be seen above water. It is called island. Example, West Indies. It is oceanic trench, right? These are also oceanic trenches because of which these fold mountains are formed. So these forces can be because of volcanic mountain system. Also, it leads to the formation of ridges. Example, Mid-Atlantic Ridge. Right? It is in the Atlantic Ocean. It joins the Indian Ocean ridge. So, it rises 3 kilometers above the floor of the Atlantic Ocean. Understood? Now, we've done fold mountain, residual mountain. We'll learn about block mountain. Now, see, if the two land surface come towards each other, then we can see fold. But suppose if the pull, can you see the up diagram? The pull is on the opposite sides. What will happen? The middle land will fall down. Now, if the middle land will fall down, it will become Rift Valley. And the upper part, which remained up on both the sides, upper part we call it as block mountains. It happens because of faults. Right? So, the forces of faults, or we call it epirogenic forces, they lead to the formation of block mountains. Right? Now, in this block mountains, we will learn that there is a tensional force. Now, this tensional force is because of a crack in the earth's surface. This crack or fault, if there are two faults occurring parallelly to each other, then the land in the middle will subside and fall down. The one which will fall down will become a Rift Valley. Can you see this? Rift Valley, it has gone down because the land from the two surface was pulling aside, opposite direction. Clear? And the block mountain is on the top. These block mountains have flat summit. On the top it is flat. We call it Horst mountain. Right? Horst mountain, they have tilted summit, one side steep, another side gentle. Clear? Now these block mountains, they are separated by intervening basins. We call them graben. Rift Valley, I told you, the Rift Valley another name is graben. Now two parallel fault. Yes, the Rift Valley will sink, the floor will sink. Yes. Example, African Rift Valley. Yes, now examples of block mountains. One very good and common easy example for you to remember is the word Black Forest Mountain in Europe. I hope you know about Black Forest cake. So you will be able to remember about this example also. Black Forest Mountain. It's in Europe. Clear? Salt range of Pakistan. Sierra Nevada mountain of California. These are all block mountain. Understood? Now you can see it's the major mountains of the world. The Rocky Mountain, Andes, Scandinavian Hills, Urals, Khangan Mountain, Himalayas. In Australia, Great Dividing Range. In Africa, Drakensberg, Atlas Mountain. Yes, in Europe, Alps, Pyrenees, Caucasus and Zagros. That you can see around below Caspian Sea. So all these mountains are the major mountains of the world. You can see them very well. They're very clearly given at the end of the book on page number 174. Right? So you can also do it from there.